Good evening. Come into the Jaye Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.Com.
Good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. You all, thank you so much for allowing me to share a tiny portion of this evening with you. Guys, listen, we have an amazing show lined up for you tonight. This is our last show of the year 2025, y'all. We've made it. 2025. It is December. And you all are still here listening to me. Some of you all want me to shut up. I know. Sometimes I feel it, sometimes I feel the same way depending on the day, So, no harm, no foul. Nevertheless, I thank you all so much for allowing me to share this portion of the evening with you. Listen, the kids, they do have homework. Listen, they are still, they probably going to have a lot of homework. Tomorrow's the last day for a lot of the kids, but today they still have homework. So go in there, check their homework and do whatever needs to be done. But guys, listen, thank you all so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe us there. Guys, we have got to get that YouTube channel, listen, just crank it. We got to turn it up over there because I'm going to tell y'all something. It's so much stuff on my YouTube channel that's not even on Facebook. And if you want to see it, guess what you got to do? You got to go to YouTube, like and follow us there, subscribe to the channel and check it out. The Jaye Spot Radio, Jaye Spot Radio. Guess what, you all? I'm going to give y'all a little sneak peek of what's on YouTube that's not on Facebook. Listen, I have it. Listen, I'll be out kicking it in the streets, out eating breakfast on Saturdays. I have a little Saturday morning segment where I go out and kick it and eat breakfast. And guess what? All of that is on YouTube. So if you want to check it out, go to YouTube, like and subscribe to Jaye Spot Radio. Go to Facebook, like and follow us there, the Jaye Spot. Instagram, the Jaye Spot. TikTok, the Jaye Spot, Jaye. Guys, listen, we have an amazing show lined up. Look, I want to start off with this first hot topic that wasn't really one of my hot topics, but I'm going to start off with this ish first because every time I come in here, the producer, Mr. Winfrey, aka Stan, you all, I'm gonna tell you, when I get off, I'm gonna post this picture and you all gonna see why I call him Stan from Martin. But baby, when I tell you he charged for everything, he want to charge you $5 for a look, 25-cent bag of chips. He want to charge you $20 for a bottle of water. He got a cuss jar over there that's like got $500 up in there. And I've been trying to get that $500 since like 12 years. He won't give it to me because I'm probably the only one in here that don't curse. So he said, I can't get it because I don't contribute to it. I don't think that that's fair. Nevertheless, he has on this shirt today. You all wait till I post this shirt. I'm telling you, when I looked at this shirt, I told him that his shirt looks like a rash on somebody's butt. That's the pattern of this shirt that he has on. But I'll show you all that. I'm going to post that after the show. But listen, our first hot topic. He asked me, he said, listen, let's talk about this. So this is for the producer. If a woman and a man, they're dating and first date, and she decides to tell him that she is celibate. She not selling a bit. She's celibate. And she is saving herself for marriage. She don't want to do the hoochie no more. She don't want to do the horizontal mambo anymore. So she decides she not going to juice him. She wants to wait until marriage. And so he wants to know, if a man is told this, should he continue with this woman, or should he say deuces because she's decided not to give up that tangerine and she decided not to give him none of that sweet thing? And now he wants to know, should he stop? Should a man in that position, should you not go forward with this woman since she says that she wants to save her Georgia peach for marriage? She want to swing, she want to, like Rick James said, she want to save that good. She want to save that nasty thing for marriage. What do you all think? So he says that a dude should say deuces because he's spending money on this chick and she decides that she don't want to give it up to him. So he should no longer pursue her, or there should be no more dates because she don't want to give it up. She wants to be celibate and save herself for marriage. Now, I can already hear the internet thugs right now. I can already hear you. Listen, not all you dudes, but the dudes that's right now dropping them real sassy comments. I already know. Listen, I can hear these sassy, sweet. I can hear them. Man, yeah. Deuces, what I'm gonna be waiting for? She want to save it. She want to save it for marriage. Now she been gave it, or she done gave it to all these other dudes. But now when she get to me, now she want to save it. Well, sir, she could have decided to save it before she met you. So now she met you, and now she's letting you know that, listen, this is not something that I'm looking forward to pursuing right now. So should you go forward with it? My thing is this: if you can't, as a man, if you choose not to respect her decision to be celibate, then yes, you should definitely move around. You should definitely move around. If you feel as though going out on a date with her, because he's saying, well, what else is there to do? Let's think about it. How much time in the average relationship, how much time do a couple actually spend? What percentage of the relationship makes up doing the horizontal mumbo? So you gonna throw away a whole good relationship. This could be potentially your person, and you want to throw it away because she don't want to do the nasty. She don't want to do the nasty with you. She don't want to juice you right now. She said, you know what? Listen, I want to wait. I've decided I'm going to wait until marriage. So I'm not going to do it with anybody else. I don't want to do it with nobody else until I get married. Now, some of these fellas are, getting upset about that. And here's the thing. Ladies, I'll say this. If that's your stance on being celibate and you're out here in these dating streets, because I can promise you this, these dating streets is not for the weak. Baby, it is treacherous out here. So proceed with caution. Now, if you are celibate and you are waiting to marriage, you are more than entitled and more than welcome to do that. But what I'm going to say this, ladies, I would say, don't go telling these brothers that you are not doing it and you're celibate until marriage. I don't advise disclosing that information. Oh, so Jay, you finna tell them to lie and play games? I'm not telling nobody to lie and play games about nothing. I'm not telling them. But you can omit. You can say that you're not ready to do it right now. That sounds a little easier to accept. And, just I'm just not ready right now. I think that some men are more prone to accept that I'm not ready right now, opposed to you telling them that you're celibate. Because see, when you say that you're celibate, ladies, here's what some of the men equate that. She not doing it to me, but I promise you she doing it to somebody else. That's what these guys, a lot of them equate that with. So we got to be very, very, very mindful with that. Well, I'm not doing it until, I'm going to listen. Y'all, look, I need somebody to drop some curse words for me, okay? Because I feel some fellas, we don't give a about y'all money. Like we really don't. I can I just say, most of us, we don't, because we got our own coins. Like, so we're not, I just need you all to know that We're not pressed like that. Most of us are not pressed like that. Now, I'm sorry for those of you all that are running into these press chicks. Okay, oh, she needs your money to do this. She want me to take her out here. Sir, we done already been there. We go to girls' nights. We do girls' trips. We go on our own. So sir, we really. I keep trying to tell y'all get on here and get the blasting because you all have picked a chick that you knew she needed some stuff. You pick the needy chicks and then y'all complain and try to make it seem like all women are out with y'all just to get something to eat. We don't care. Again, it takes a lot of time. For those of us that got something going on in our lives, if we're not interested in you, I'm gonna tell you, we're not going. It takes a long time to put the right hair on. It takes a long time to put the right bra on. Bada bing and bada bang. Have to be secure. Most of the time, fellas, can I tell y'all something? We just want bada bing and bada bang to be free. We want to walk around our house with bada bing and bada bang free. We don't want to have to put them in this contraption and put them like this. We want them to be free. But we decide to go out on a date with you all. So guess what? We got to put bada bing and bada bang up, and we got to make them sit real nice. And we got to, we have to be presentable. We have to put the good drawers on. We have, because some of our booties eat them panties up like the Cookie Monster. Some of us, I'm not talking about what that BBL do. I'm talking about what these real natural cornbread and green booties do out here. Okay, those the booties I'm talking about. It's a lot. It's a lot to get up and get ready to go on these dates, especially, listen, when you in the 30 plus age range. Let me tell y'all something. It's just because when you get up, it's just something gonna be hurting. Some gonna be swollen, something gonna have been and got twisted. It's just a lot of changes that we have to go through. So we'll be like, man, I don't even feel like going. I hope he call me and say he can't make it. Therefore, guess what? As soon as you say you can't make it or you rescheduling, we up in the room doing this, taking this off. Listen, shooting that bra across the room like a slingshot, baby. We like, woo, child. Lord, have mercy. Thank you, Lord. I can sit up here and I can finish doing what I was doing. I can let these bad boys, they be saying, give us free. Give like now, you see my shirt saying, give us free. Give us free, baby. Bada bing and bada bang. They don't be playing no games. And y'all sitting up here thinking, just want to be thinking, she out with me for she out with me for my money. She gold digging. Listen, for those that think that she out trying to dig for your gold, you can't even find your own gold. So what the heck is she digging? What is she digging for? You trying to find your own gold, and you out here saying she digging for your gold. Okay, bro. Okay. So again, my take on it, ladies, if you are celibate, I would say keep that bit of information. Keep that celibate. Do not utter that word. Do not utter that celibate word because, again, I believe that brothers and some men have some, some men have some undealt with trauma from dealing with women that have said that they are celibate, and then only to turn to find out that she's celibate with him, but she over here knocking it back. Somebody else, listen, rearranging her cervix and knocking her eyeball sockets out because it's somebody over there. So some of these dudes have been through that. So I can understand, I can understand the skepticism in that. Fellas, I'm gonna rock with you all on that. I can understand you all being skeptical about that. But I will say this, there are some women out there that are truly on a celibate journey. And here's the thing, if you know that ish ain't for you, keep it moving. Keep it moving, because the last thing, I feel like that's so unfair if you try to stick around with a woman because now you want to be the one to push it. That's just like messing with somebody that's a recovering alcoholic or a drug addict. You gonna be the one to push them off the wagon. How fair is that? Like, if you know that you are not about this life, or you don't believe in the celibacy journey, you don't believe in that for whatever reason, you have a right. So I'm saying, if that's not something that you want to be involved with, or that's not something that you choose to align yourself with, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You listen, move around. You have to move in whatever works for you. You have to do what is best for you. So if a woman is with you and she's saying that she's celibate, and if that doesn't line up with what you want, then yes, move around. Ladies, again, I wouldn't use the word celibate, but again, at the end of the day, you have to respect this man. He says, listen, I'm not going to be with nobody that I'm spending my money on and I'm not getting nothing in return. Now, for me, I don't listen. If you want to, I almost said the word. Ooh, listen, I had to look over that to the sign. This is kid friendly. But if you want you a certified streetwalker, then go get you a certified streetwalker, because anytime money and doing the horizontal mumbo comes into the same sentence, I'm just automatically thinking, other ways. Now I know, listen, again, here go these sassy dudes on here. I can already hear you. Listen, my spidey senses are going on. Oh, but y'all want dudes to pay y'all bills, and y'all want dudes to do all this to take y'all out. Y'all want them to pay for y'all meal. Can somebody please let me know? Please let me know in the comments what the cuss word does paying for a woman's date, taking her out on a date. How does that mean you get to invade her space and her body and become one with her body because you pay for a meal? Please help me understand. Oh, well then why don't you pay for your own meal? I will, by myself. What do I need to sit in your face? If you asked me out, if you're courting me, and now you want me to pay for my own meal, okay. Look, I'm not gonna sit up here and argue back and forth with you. Look, well then I think that you should pay for your meal, sir. You're right. You are absolutely right. Bring check, please. Check, please. So when are we going? We're not. This is done. Oh, what you mean it's done? I don't have, sir. Tricks are for kids. Tricks are for kids. I need to deal with a man that's on some man-ish. If you decide less, okay, you know what? Listen, I respect your celibacy journey, but we just dating. We just going out on a date. So guess what? When you saying that, ladies, guess what he's doing? He's banging somebody else. He's breaking somebody else off. So here's the thing. That's why I say, don't be so quick to give up your celibacy journey, because whether he getting it from you or not, he's going to be getting it from you and somebody else. So now you've given up your celibacy journey for somebody that's still out there looking for his person. So keep doing what you're doing. If you're on that celibacy journey for yourself, keep on that. Again, I don't think that it's wise to tell a man that you're celibate. I don't think that I would not be uttering that word, but I would say I'm not ready right now. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to take this to that level right now. And if he can't respect that, then that's fine. So you both need to move around. So if she's telling you she's not ready right now, and that's not something that's aligning up with you as a man, that's not the type of relationship that you want to be a part of, then I definitely say rock out. Go do your thing. Do not stay in a situation that does not work for you. So both people, it's a preference for both people. If those things don't line up with each other for both people are free to go their separate ways. So again, man, what do you tell a man to do? If that's not something that you see yourself respecting, then move around. Ladies, if he's not receptive to that, then move around. Like, there it is, case closed. So it's like there's nobody is wrong. He's not wrong for not wanting to be in that type of situation. He's not wrong for that. She's not wrong for wanting to be celibate. She's not wrong for being on a celibacy journey. But we get so mad in the audacity. How dare she be celibate? I mean, she already did it before. It ain't like she the V word. She done did it before. How you gonna put something up how you gonna try to make it new again? It's already been used. Listen, I can hear, listen, I can hear the sassy dudes now. I can hear them now. It's already been used. So why not? Why can't I get my turn? Really? Ladies, I just say, look at some of these comments on some of these posts. Look at some of the things that some of these dudes say. This lets you know who to stay clear, and I mean clear away from. Because some of these dudes ain't worth, listen, some of these dudes ain't worth you getting your underwear all in a bunch for. They really are not, because of the way that they behave. And again, fellas, I understand. I can respect the fact that you would be skeptical about a woman saying that, you know what, I'm celibate. I can understand that. I can understand your skepticism, and I support that. I totally 100% support that, because again, people be out here playing games. So yes, Jay, every chick, so we supposed to believe that for every chick. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, every chick that says she's celibate, she ain't celibate. But what I will say is, who are you to challenge it? Who are you to challenge whether she's celibate or not? That's the thing. So if she say she's celibate, what that does, that puts the ball in your hand. That puts the ball in your court. Now you get to proceed how you see fit for you. So each of us have the right to determine what works for us. But I don't think that it's necessary to bash a woman that says that she's celibate, or throw up, okay, well, if she's celibate, then I mean, what am I doing? I'm not gonna date nobody that's celibate. What do I get out of it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So you mean to tell me, so if she's not celibate, what more value do you get? Also, because you doing it, you getting some of that Georgia peach. So does that make you feel better about, fellas? Does that make you all feel better about spending your money because you getting some Georgia peach? Do that make you feel better? I'm going to swipe this card and my heart is going to be at ease because I know I'm getting some of that Georgia peach. I mean, I don't like, does that, because why are you, I want to know. Some of y'all may not say it on, but inbox me and let me know if you don't want to say it on in the comments, but say it in the comments. Let me know. Does getting the Georgia peach make you feel better about swiping your credit card on a date? Ding, ding, ding. Does that make you feel better? Does that seem like a worthwhile investment? Now you know that you're getting the Georgia peach. Now you can be okay with spending your money, because my thing is this: whether you got the Georgia peach or not, you still was going to be up out the same amount of money. So I don't understand, how is that making or breaking you? You're still swiping your card whether you got the Georgia peach or not. At the end of the day, when you go home, your bank account is still going to be short whatever it is that you paid for that date. But I guess the part that makes you sleep well is you like, yep. Yeah, she dropped, man, the way she dropped that thing down on me. Yeah, I swipe this card again. I mean, if that's the what it is, I'm like, look, I can respect that. But again, to each his own. If she's saying that she's waiting, or she is not open to, physical relationships, she's not trying to be on that, then, respect that. But ladies, at the same time, you have to know that this comes at, this could cost you, because again, some of these dudes are just not up for that. They're not up for you telling them that you're celibate and then expecting them to spend their money. And here's the thing, I use the word expecting, I use that lightly, because again, I don't think that grown women are expecting or feel like they obligated to anything that belongs to you. If you ask me out, then I'm expecting you to pay. If you decide not to pay for whatever reason, oh, listen, we're not gonna get all bent up out of shape about it. Like, I'm gonna pay for it and I'm gonna go ahead on it. I'm gonna keep it moving. That's just how it's gonna be. Oh, can I take you out again? Well, you never took me out the first time. If I paid for my own stuff, you didn't take me out. We just so happened to meet up at the same place. And, that's what it is. And if that's how you live and you do things, okay. Get no pushback. This is what I want people to know, guys to know. We're not getting on your preference. Just let that ish be known so that we can decide if we're going to put bada bing and bada bang up, if we're going to put the good hair on, we're going to put the good draws on, if we're going to do any of that, if we're going to come out with you. Because your conversation may be just that good that you be like, you know what, man, I want to get to know more about him. But if a man, I will be honest. If a man tells me that he goes Dutch, the first day will be Dutch, I'm not going. I'm just, oh, here, listen, here, oh, I can't wait for to hear the sassy dudes. I'm not going. I am not going. Oh, so you just going out with him for his meal for him? We've already discussed that. Here's the thing, Jay, why you not going? So you said because you don't feel like you should spend no money on no first date. So that's as far as your creativity goes. Like, there's nothing else that don't cost a lot of money. You just don't, there's nothing. You can't think of nothing to do, nothing exciting to do, nothing. You can't think of nothing interesting to do. You instantly went to go into a restaurant and all this and that. Can I take, those are boring first dates. Okay. Those are boring first dates. Going out to eat, like, come on, can we do something else? Challenge me, scare me, can we do something different? I'm tired. Listen, because sitting down, eating, I don't think that you get to really know a person as well as you can. Like, I want to see how competitive you are. I want you to see how competitive I am. When you're sitting and having dinner, that forces you to sit and put the representative on. But I promise you, if you go somewhere and you're doing something interactive, listen, I'm going to tell y'all a good first date, a really good first date. Go axe throwing. Go to the gun range and show them how good you can cock that 9mm. Go show them how you can load and cock that rifle. You know what I'm saying? Listen, leave a little something on a brother's mind. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you all go with these little, oh, she want to get all this and she want to get all. No. Go axe throwing and see how many times she can hit that bullseye. That means don't play with her, okay? Those are the type of chicks that you do not want to play with. If you could go take her to the gun range and they bring that paper back up and she done hit all the marks on that target, she's not the chick to be playing with, okay? But you all think that it's all up. Listen, let's do something. Let's go to do something. You can go to, run the track, take her to your favorite nature spot. See, you all don't even be thinking of good dates to do that don't cost money. A lot of you all think that these dates have to be about the money, but it's really not about the money. What type of foresight, what type of thought, what type of energy are you putting in these dates? So the dudes that say, oh, well, she's celibate, or I don't pay for the first date. Okay, well, plan something that does not require money. You gonna stop, you gonna not go out if you feel like, okay, well, she gonna be celibate. I don't want to see her. So you mean that there are not, so if she's, let's just say 3 months. So you mean to tell me there are not 3 months worth of free to cheap things that you all could do if you one of them dudes that feel like, well, I don't feel comfortable with taking a woman out and paying for a date if she's not giving me the nasty, if she's not slobbing on Bob, if she's not tossing that thing up on me. I don't feel comfortable with taking her out on a date. If you're one of those dudes, okay. So plan something. Put some thought into a different type of date. But no, most of you dudes, and I listen again, I know the keyboard assassins, they just just the sassiness. Listen, I can smell their Victoria's Secret all the way over here.
Can I ask a question?
That's the producer, you all.
I want to ask a question.
Sure.
Okay. The guy may not mind waiting 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, not even a year. But to marriage, you may not even be marriage material.
Then why are you sticking around for a year? He said that if you're waiting all of that time, she may not be marriage material. And guess what? That is a great point. So in the process of you dating her, if you find out that she's not marriage material, no harm, no foul. Break it off and go your separate way. That was her point. She doesn't want to keep doing it only for dudes to find out she not marriage material. Listen, honestly, it could be the chick that is the problem. So I'm not saying it's the dude. I'm not saying it's the chick. All I'm saying is, ladies, do not say celibate. Stop telling these dudes you're celibate. Even if you are, stop telling these brothers that you are celibate. Keep that word to yourself. Fellas, I'm not telling her to lie to you or deceive you. I'm just telling her to use another word because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So again, when you get to that point and she tells you she's not ready, then guess what? That means we not doing it today. That means we not doing it today. But ladies, if you tell men that you are celibate and you are not doing it until you get married, you are killing your chances on relationships because men, they don't think structured in all the good reasons. They don't think about celibacy like that. A lot of them don't. A lot of them, when you say you're celibate, that put a red. This is what they see. I'm gonna do like this. When you say you celibate, this is what they see. This is how they like. We ain't getting no mouth action. We ain't getting nothing. Man, bump this ish. I'm not finna. That's what they see. Ladies, you take all the hope and the dreams out the dudes. Like you deflate them in wanting to, you just take away everything that's in them. You take away the whole goal. It's like they know they're not going to win the race. So they stop trying because you're killing them with that word celibate. So stop using that. Even if you are, and you are proud of yourself, pat yourself on the back. But I can assure you this, these fellas are not proud of you for being celibate. They are not. They don't want to hear about your celibacy journey. They don't want to hear how your baby daddy or your ex-husband did you. They don't want to hear any of that. They don't care about why you're celibate. All they know and all they heard was they not going to be getting none of that sweet thing. They're not going to get that Georgia peach. That's the only thing they heard. They haven't heard your tearful confession to them. They haven't heard your heartfelt story. They have not heard any of that. You said it, but they didn't hear it. They stopped listening. Once you said celibate, they checked out. So if you don't want these brothers to check out, let's stop saying, that's celibate, because again, it's just not going to end well. Am I saying don't be celibate? No, continue with your journey. Should you date while celibate? Yes. Just don't use the word celibate. And again, fellas, if you come across a woman and you feel like, you know what, listen, I don't wait. I'm a grown man. I got needs. I need my needs to be met. Guess what? Whether she came up off her celibacy journey, let's keep it a buck. Whether she doing it to you or not, you gonna be doing it to her and somebody else. So stop pressing these ladies on their celibacy journey. See, just like she may be doing it to somebody else, you gonna be doing it to somebody else too. So y'all both even. So let's just, get up off of that. So if she's celibate, ladies, keep being celibate. Because guess what? You come up off your celibacy journey, he's still doing it with somebody else. He's going to be doing it to you and somebody else. So just don't even waste your time. Oh, well, he's going to break up with me. If I don't do it to him, he's going to break up with me. He's still going to break up with you. He going to do it to you. He going to do it to you a few times. You going to have your celibacy journey ruined. And then he going to break up with you. And then you're going to have to start over. Oh man, see, that's why I'm celibate. So just stick to your celibacy gun. Just stick to it. Because again, keeping somebody doing a horizontal mambo ain't gonna keep no dude. If he don't want to be there with you, celibacy is not gonna keep a man from being away from you if he really want to be with you. It's not. What I will say, ladies, is if you are celibate, please keep it real with your celibacy and be celibate. Don't be playing with these, because this is why a lot of these dudes hate to hear women say they're celibate, because they find out that you're not really celibate. I think that men will respect women more if women said that they were celibate, and then they actually, man, she really is celibate. Like, he don't see you sneaking around with no other dudes, because that's what a lot of these dudes have been faced with. They've been met with women saying that they're celibate, and then only to find out that she's celibate for him, but she not still celibate for the dude that she letting smash. And so now this man feels used, and rightfully so, because he's taking you out and you're leading him to believe that you're living this, this good, wholesome life, when you really living this good, wholesome life. You about that whole stroll, and now he mad because he done found out that you ain't who you say you gonna be, who you said that you are, which is celibate. Fellas, stop questioning why she's doing it. Again, it's her body. If that's not something that you down with, then don't be down with it. Don't be down with it. Just don't. But ladies, you can't be celibate for this dude, and then he catch you slobbing on Bob over on somebody else's, because again, that's going to leave these dudes with a sour taste in their mouth. And that's why they don't trust when women say that they are celibate, because they know the tricks and the games that come with this. But fellas, can I reassure you, there are really some women out here that really do participate in that celibacy lifestyle. Again, and you'll know who she is. You'll be like, dang, man, she really serious. So I just say this: watch people. Just watch and see what they do. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out if she really celibate, or if she just keeping it on lock from you. She don't want to do it to you, but she's still out here doing it to somebody else. So again, ladies, we not gonna do that part. If you're not rocking, then we not rolling. But listen, speaking of rocking and speaking of rolling, look, what do you all think about this? I have to squeeze in a little celebrity news. What are y'all feelings on this Michigan coach and this whole situation where this brother has, listen, he risked it all. He threw it all away over some tail. Listen, my spirit hurts just thinking about what he done lost over this chick. What do you all think? Do y'all think that they will honor firing him? Do y'all think that he should be fired? What do you all think? Do you think he should be fined? Do you think that he should serve some jail time? What do you all think about that? Because it's like, fellas, brothers, and let me say this, brothers, this is specifically for the brothers. Come on. Y'all taking too many L's over here. Too many L's with these other chicks. Y'all taking too many L's with these pink chicks. I don't understand. Y'all crying over a chick being celibate, but you gonna go, Shannon Sharp, you gave this chick $50 million. She won $50 million because of your crazy, reckless behavior. But you crying about, I don't take women out to do this. They're not going to be getting my, I'm not going to be paying. Shannon, you paying. You ended up paying out the wahoo. You could have just got you a good grown woman and just bought her a couple of meals. It would have been cheaper than what you ended up having to pay this girl. When are y'all gonna leave these pink chicks alone? Losing everything. Everything. I mean, $6.1 million over some tail. Listen, I don't care if the tail was bronze, if it was platinum. I don't care if that thing had an automatic. Was it worth $6.1 million, sir? Do I feel bad? You all, look, I don't. I mean, because I'm just like, not to be like that. Listen, fellas, do not go in. But I don't like, how much sympathy are we? So that's just like you all saying, well, she picked her baby daddy. So no, I don't feel bad for her. He picked these pink chicks. So why should we feel bad for him? How many examples do you all have to see before you learn? You know what? This ain't for me. I'm not, you know what? I'm gonna stay clear. I'm gonna stay over here on this side of the track, because it's not worth it. So I definitely wish him the best. I truly do. I truly do. Do I think that he should lose it all? Absolutely not. I don't think that he should lose it all, because of, a consensual relationship. And she is now doing everything that she can. She's rolling the dice, and she done flipped on them. So she rolling the dice and doing everything in her power so that she can keep her job. So as Chris Brown said, these H's ain't loyal. That chick wasn't loyal from the get-go. She wasn't loyal from jump. Now she about to say whatever she got to say to use him as a scapegoat so she don't lose nothing, and he's going to lose everything. That's the choice that he made. I hope that that ends well. I hope that he does not lose his livelihood over an affair. I really hope that he don't. But that just kind of goes back and reminds me of the situation a couple of months ago with the couple, the CEO at the Coldplay concert. Now, listen, there's been a change in that story, you all. The lady, listen, the side chick from the married side chick from the Coldplay incident that happened a couple of months ago. And that was the story where the CEO and his assistant, or a human resource lady, they were caught on the dash cam at a Coldplay concert. Well, and they both were married, and they were having, this whole little trish. Well, there's a new development in that situation. The lady comes out now, she's saying it was alcohol involved. So that's why she was there. And that's, ma'am, she gonna blame it on the she gonna blame it on the alcohol, you all. Ma'am, we're not going for that. You've had an affair with this man. Fess up to it. Stop you playing these Tom and Jerry type games. See, this is what I'm saying. They not loyal. They gonna do whatever they can do to to mitigate whatever damage that and whatever punishment that may be coming their way. They're gonna do everything they can do to mitigate those damages and responsibility on their behalf. But this chick, she's like, I'm gonna blame it on the alcohol. So, ma'am, you mean to tell me, so each time you was at home getting dressed, you was cleaning that thing, making sure you was ready because you knew what was going down, and you gonna blame that on the alcohol? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Go this way with that bull junkie. Go this way with that bull junkie. Fess up. Just say, listen, I'm a hooker at heart. Just go ahead. Your husband know you're a hooker. Your kids know you're a hooker. Just go ahead on and just say, you know what? Listen, I got loose draws. My husband can't trust me. The man I was having an affair, he can't trust me because look how you trying to roll the dice on him and trying to make it seem like it was the alcohol. The moral of the story, you all. Listen, Listen, it doesn't pay to this. It's too much technology is out there. Like, I don't know, I would be afraid to cheat because it's so many cameras everywhere. Like, it's so much going on. You don't know. Listen, people got tracking devices. They're installing this in your phone, that on your social. It's just so much going on, so many ways to get caught. So to me, it's not worth it. Should this coach from Michigan lose his job over this affair? No, I don't think. Now listen, him pulling a knife and all of that other foolishness. Now that foolishness, that spaz out that he had, we just say that it was just temporary insanity? Can we just say that? We gonna just say that it was temporary insanity, and we just gonna leave it at that, and we just gonna let him go and put him at. I don't think he should even have to leave that school, to be honest. Slap him a fine or give him a suspension, a 5-day or 10-day suspension, a 10-game suspension, and bring him on back. I don't think that. Listen, that was a consensual grown folk. You firing him for slapping cheeks with a chick that willingly showed up to get her crunch berries, mashed up. She went to get them potatoes mashed. Why are you firing him? So I don't think that he should be fired. Cedric, you're saying he lost 75% of his company and she got all her marital assets removed. That's a lot. That's a lot for some tail. That's a lot, because when you think about it, when it's all said and done, you lost all of that over some tail. See, it don't pay. It does not pay to step out like that. It does not. Like, people losing careers, you losing stocks and bonds and options and all of this other, you losing all kinds of ish. We have to get better. Listen, that's why some people need to engage in a little celibacy so you can challenge yourself to not be making these type of decisions and stay off that doggone Pornhub. See, that's what got that coach in trouble. I know he looked like he's a Busty Becky subscriber on Pornhub. He looked like he got him a Busty Becky channel on Pornhub. Stay off that guy. Now you may say, Jay, now how you know the channels on a Pornhub? Mind your business. I'm just saying, we're not talking about why do I know that there's a Busty Becky channel out there. Mind your business. We talking about the coach from Michigan having the Busty Becky channel, okay? That's who we talking about, okay? Busty Becky. So stay off that Pornhub. Stay off that Pornhub. Stay out these people DMs. Stay off these people fans only, super freak fan pages. Y'all listen, you got to govern yourself accordingly. See, because that's what the problem is. Enough people are not governing themselves accordingly, and then you find yourself over here in these type of situations. Now listen, you all, speaking of situations, let me know what, because I don't know, the game must have changed, but listen, this lady, her and her husband, I'm saying like her husband, because that's in her video, she let it be known, my husband, and the way she looked, my husband. So this lady and her husband, she says that they were at the store, and her husband is he's a taller brother. And so she said that there was these two women at the store, and her husband were together, and the women asked her husband, if he could grab something off the shelf and give it to them, because they could not reach up to get it because they were too short and it was too high up. And she said that her husband looked at her to get permission to grab the items off the shelf. And so in her video, she's like, he already know. He knew to look back. He knew to ask me, Could he help these women out by grabbing some stuff off the shelf for them? And it said, what is this? Was that insecure of this wife? Was all of that necessary? Or fellas, did she do right? Would you have to get your spouse's permission to assist a woman? Would a husband have to get permission from his wife if she's there with him at the store to grab an item off of a shelf in a store that may be too high up for another customer? Or should the women have asked the woman, excuse me, can your husband grab this off the shelf? What's the I mean, did she do too much? Because I'm like, watching her video, I felt like, miss doing too much vibes. That's what I felt. However, I will be honest about this. Going to the store, if I can't reach something, I don't want no smoke, because I don't want to have to say nothing. I want this mouth to speak life and to speak good things. But I know that this mouth can be full of venom if provoked in the wrong space. So I definitely make sure that I numb your Reiki before I go out, so that I can just be in tune with me. So I know that for me, had it been me, would I have asked this man to grab something off the top shelf? For me, I would not have, because I don't want no smoke. I don't want to have to disrespect your wife. I don't want to have to I don't want to. So I personally, because I'm definitely not going to ask a woman, can your husband, when he right there, like, because I don't feel like, for me, if my husband is there and I see them, I'm like, babe, get this for her. That's what I would say. Or if they felt like they wanted to ask him directly, like, I didn't feel like, for me personally, I don't feel like you wouldn't have to ask me, because I'm secure in what we got. Like, if a random chick at the store can take you, then you wasn't mine in the first place. That's just how I am. I'm like, I don't walk around with I'm not a barrel of insecurity. I'm just like, it's not that deep for me. However, I respect people's marriages and I respect people's relationships. So I would not have asked. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you, I promise you all, if you ever see me at Walmart somewhere, and if I can't reach it, I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I do. If I don't see an associate, I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. If it's not glass or something breakable, then I go to the broom. I go over to the broom aisle, or I go and grab something that's tall, and I stick it up there, and I let everything fall down, and then I just get the one I want. That's what I do. If I see, but I prefer to see an associate, because I be tired of making a mess at these stores and then you all have to come and clean it up. I be tired of I'm so sorry to be doing that. But like, I need the cheese puffs. Why y'all have the last bag of cheese puffs all the way on the top shelf when we can't reach that? I can't reach that. So now I got to go to the broom aisle and go get the broom. Or if I can't reach the ice cream at the back, it's just one more back there. Now I got to go get the plunger and stick the plunger in there and pull it to the front. Jay, how you know because this is what I do in real life. I will go and get a broom in a minute and knock the cheese puff down. I go get it. Listen, I get a plunger and stick it in a refrigerator thing, because the plunger, why a plunger? Because you can put it in there and it'll pull the item forward. See, the broom is for poking the bags and make everything fall down. Then now you get your cheese puff. The plunger, you stick that bad boy in the freezer and you can just pull everything forward on your own. Now, if there's a nice customer that's standing, ma'am, I got it. I can help you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, because I was going to mess all the inventory up in here, because they should make sure that the stuff is down so we can all fit up there and get it. But that's just me. Cedric, you saying he's a smart brother. Hey, he don't want to, he the one that got to go home here. I'm just saying. But do y'all think, Cedric, you don't think that that's too much? Is that so? Is that the way it should be done? Because now I'm going to have my husband. You better ask me for permission. You better ask me, can you help somebody? For me, again, it's not that deep. Maybe I don't know. Wives, let me know. Am I thinking, or is she right about that? Was this wife right? Again, I can't speak for her because I don't like, that's just the way that they rock and roll in their home. So I can respect that. I can respect the way, that she run that ship over there. But I will be honest, looking at the video and the way that she said it, I mean, it was a little bit too much for me. It was a little bit too much. And I'm just like, yeah, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, you can fix it and you can grab the stuff. The time that it took for her to and look and huff and puff and all that, sir, you could have got the stuff and gave it to the ladies and they could have went on about their business. But again, her reaction as a wife is why I would not ask people to do anything. Now, I would say on the flip side, I've been in situations, listen, my son and I, we would be at the store and women, and I know it's my son, not my man, but again, you don't know what the situation is. There's been women that ask my son, can you get that? Or if I see somebody, I'd be like, go over there, can you go over there and help her? Now, I will say this. He will often grab my arm because he always liked to grab me by my arm. And he like, listen, beloved, come on. See, stay out of it. You always, because he say I'm always in people business. So he'll grab me by my elbow. He's like, come on. Hey, come on. You all right today? So he always check because he said, my son say I'm crazy, you all. I don't. Y'all gotta just keep that brother lifted. But he's like, if you would mind your business, he said, I need to mind my business. If you mind your business, leave people alone. And so he'll grab my arm if I'm trying to get him to help somebody. I listen, we're not going nowhere until you help this lady. She didn't ask for no help, but I say, you see her struggling. I don't see nothing. You see it. And if you mind your own business, you wouldn't see it. So I don't know, but I talk to strangers. I like to help strangers. And, like I'm always in somebody's business. I feel like if it's a chance to be a blessing to somebody or help somebody out, like, no harm, no foul. Like, did it really was you going to lose any sleep off your back because your husband helped this man? Cedric, you're saying, was she vindictive? She sounded to me insecure. And that's all I'll say, because I don't want to bash her sister, but it wasn't that deep for me. But when I saw the video and looking at her, I can understand why she would. I can understand that. But as a general rule of thumb, that's why I said for me, because I don't want to have to interact with somebody, a wife that feels like that. I would just get the ish myself. I don't need you helping me. Listen, again, I know where the brooms are. I know where the plungers are. And if it's something of glass or something that can be broke, or is it something heavy, then I have no problem with finding an associate. So like, it's because again, it's just not that deep. But again, if you got to get permission, and I mean, like, let's talk about permission. Are there things that you need to get your spouse's permission to do? In my opinion, I do. I think that there are things, again, would I say the word permission, because that sounds like we're dealing with kids, but let's just make sure we're okay. I need to make sure he okay with this. He should make sure I'm okay with certain things. Yes, there are things that we should take our partners, our husbands, our wives, our spouses, our partners, we should take their feelings into consideration. So I don't want you all to think that, oh, she's saying that you don't have to. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this particular situation, we're grabbing something and giving it to a customer in the store and everybody keep on moving their separate ways. I don't feel like that was something that needed permission. But again, like Cedric said, This man know who he got to go home to, and he don't want to have a breathing dragon, because she did look like she was gonna give him some smoke. Had he got that stuff for them ladies, oh, he was never gonna live that down. And to me, I don't think that that's a situation that he should even have to deal with, taking some slack over helping somebody out. But that's nevertheless just helping, and just that whole type of foolishness. Again, if we going out somewhere, if I'm going to go out of town or something with my girls and it's going to be for the weekend, babe, I'm going to go out, like, is it okay? What you think about me going out with my girls this weekend? We going here, we going that. That's a comment. That's something that we should talk about. He the same way. Listen, babe, my boys, we getting together, we doing this. What do you think about that? Is it cool that I go? Like, what you got something planned for this? Again, we checking in with each other. So again, that's definitely, those are definitely conversations and check-ins and getting permission and however you label it. Those, in my opinion, are some situations where that type of conversation needs to take place. But the going and just helping somebody out, like, ma'am, you're doing entirely too much. Now, speaking of doing entirely too much, what do you all think about this? So this man, he says that his kid's mother, she got mad at him because he purchased items for his kids, but he didn't give the mother the cash. So instead of him giving the mom cash, he went out and bought some stuff. And he's like, she was very, very, very upset. And he's like, what are you upset for? You don't have a right to be upset. I mean, I didn't give you no money, but I did buy some stuff for the kids. So what are you upset about? What do you all think about that situation? Like, he feels like, she's overreacting in the situation. He feels like, since I bought the kids something, I bought stuff. I showed up. I didn't give you any money, but I bought stuff for my kids and I showed up. That should be it. That's it. That's all. What is your problem? I'm taking care of my kids. What do you all think about that? Because it's a couple of different ways to look at that. So let's look at a couple of possibilities and a couple of scenarios on how or why the mother could be upset, and rightfully so being upset. Listen, fellas, before y'all become them typing assassins, just give me a second. So the first thing is, okay, so he bought items for the kids and she's upset because he didn't give her money. So let's ask this. What items did you buy? If you bought a bunch of useless items for the kids, she has a right to be upset. Jay, what you mean? He bought some useless stuff for the kids? Them his kids, he can buy. Hold fast. If your kids need school uniforms and you come and you bought 5 bags of grocery and it ain't nothing in there but junk and Twinkies and chips and juices and stuff, she has a right to be upset, because guess what? They already have juices, chips, and Snickers and all. They already have that. They needed school uniforms. So if you didn't want to give her the money, then you should have bought the school uniforms. Don't go buy some useless stuff and then say that she is upset, but you bought useless stuff. Like, again, we got to be honest. We got to make it make sense. If you are a father and it's the other way around and your kid needed something specific, the mother didn't get the specific thing that they needed, or she didn't give you the money that she was supposed to have gave you, but she went to the store and she bought some useless stuff that the baby did not need, and she brought it to you and expected you to say, okay, well, at least he bought something for the kids. Well, no, that's not what they needed. Like, we're not going to have to go crazy and cuss each other out and all of this other stuff. But if you're asking if they need book bags and you buying them cookies and milk and juice and all of this other stuff, come on, it's not the same. Yes, you're free to buy your kids whatever you need, you want them to have. But that doesn't negate the fact that you still have a responsibility. They still have stuff that needs to be done, because it's like, okay, yeah, you've went out and you've bought all of this grocery and stuff, but that's not what was needed. That's not what was needed. They need shoes. They need socks. They need underwear. That's not what was needed at that time. I could see how the mom would be upset. I could see how she would be upset about that. Now, if you've bought that or the kids are squared away in all areas and she just wants some money, again, you all look, it's expensive to take care of kids. Okay, it truly is expensive. So it's just like, if you are a dude and you don't have much money and you're doing what you can, this conversation and this statement is not a dig at you, because if you're getting your kids, you taking them to school and you making a way to keep their clothes clean, you're contributing, you're doing the best that you can for the situation that you're in, that's cool. If you're that dude, if she asking for some shoes and she asking for all of this and you're not able to get that, all you're able to do is get the stuff that you did bring over, then that's different. But if you're a dude that just, you don't want to give her the money because you just feel like, I don't want to give her the money, and you just going and buying some useless, frivolous stuff, like, of course, she's going to be upset. Ladies, on the flip side, you can't be the chick that every time he give you money that's supposed to be for the kids, you're blowing it. Like the kids don't have nothing. You're not using his money towards buying them nothing, and you're doggone sure not using your money towards buying them anything. He has a right to be upset. But if she's taking care of the kids and she's doing right with the money by the kids, why would you not give her the money if you know that she's taking care of your kid? And Cedric said that's what child support is for. Absolutely. And I know some people feel like, you shouldn't have to go to child support. And I'm like this. If you can work it out, and there's very few situations that, actually end peacefully in this, but there are some parents that do co-parent, then work it out. But you can't, look, co-parenting is very, very difficult when both parents are not on the same page. You got to be very careful about that. People, you got this person that moved on with a new relationship, and so they trying to, incorporate the kid into the new relationship with the fold, and you got the other parent playing tug of war with the kids and stuff. So these co-parenting situations can be definitely difficult. So fellas, I'm like this. If you are not able to see your kids because, the chick is holding the kids, because again, let's be honest, some women hold these kids and they play them as the queen on that chessboard, especially when they know that these fathers love them kids, and they do anything to stick it to you in your heart. And the best way that they do it is through your kids. I say this, do your best to take them to court. I know it can be an expensive process. I know it can be a lengthy process, but you have to fight for your kid, because I often like to give this example. If you went outside and you saw that your car was stolen or whatever the case is, what are you going to do? You're going to call the law. You're going to get the law involved, and you're going to get that situation rectified. So the same with your kid. Why don't we take the same measure, have that same love that we have for our physical things? That's the same type of fight and drive that we have to have for our kids. Is it difficult? It's difficult. I'm never saying that it's easy. I'm never going to say that, because I've seen some good dudes get railroaded by this system. I definitely have. I'm not saying that this system is fair. It's not just, again, it's just another tool, in my opinion, that's designed to keep Black families apart. But that's my opinion and that's my feel on it. But do whatever you can to have a harmonious situation and co-parenting situation. It's like when you have all that bickering and arguing and somebody still got some feelings. I'm gonna say that. Only we arguing over what? Somebody mad about something. Somebody got some rocks in their jaws about something that was personal, that has nothing to do with the kids. And we got to kind of check that ish nip that in the bud and focus on doing what's best for the kids. But fellas, you cannot come and get some useless stuff for the kids and then expect the mom to just be okay and say, you know what? Well, at least he bought something. No, 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 no. No. In these cases, again, when they need some clothes and some shoes, and you coming up in there with some chips and some juice and all this, of course she's going to be furious. Because guess what? You bought chips and juice, and your kids still need shoes, coats, book bags, and clothes and all. They still need all of this. But you feel like, okay, I'm going to stick it to her. She can't make me do this. She can't. Listen, it's not about making you do anything. You should be looking at your kids. Here's the thing. My thing will say this. If you don't know what your kids need, you ain't around them enough. If you don't know that your kids need some new socks and some new this and new, you not around them enough. You not talking to them often enough. You know why? Because your kids are going to tell, if your kids got a relationship with you, your kids are going to tell you what they want and what they need. They going to tell you, Daddy, I need some new shoes. My shoes is your kids gonna tell you. If you coming and picking your kids up on a regular basis, you're going to be able to see these things. You're gonna be able to know this. You're gonna know that, man, I ain't bought him no shoes in 3 months. Let me grab him a pair of shoes. If you have a relationship. So it's a lot that goes into these things. And sometimes a lot of these situations be skits, but let's keep it real. A lot of this ish happens in real life. So let the goal for 2026 be, if you are co-parenting, work on your communication with each other. You don't have to like each other. You don't have to be best friends, but it's imperative that there is respect both ways. It's imperative that a level of respect and communication is, raised. It's very imperative that those two things get better, because if not, it only affects the kids. It only affects the kids. Cedric, you saying she come be mad then because they need everything they need at my crib. And that's another common situation right there, Cedric. And again, I can understand that, because listen, ladies, I can understand, because there are some mothers out there that the fathers, and they buy their kids all of this nice stuff, and they get tired of sending it home with you, and you trifling. You don't wash the clothes, you don't wash the shoes, you don't keep up with all of this stuff. They bought these good clothes and these good shoes, and you got your kid over there looking like a rug rat. So they keep the good stuff at their house. Now you mad because when your kid is with you, you let them walk around looking like they homeless. But when the daddy come pick them up, the daddy already know. I already know she ain't finna send no clean stuff. I'm not finna be dealing with her. So I got all clean clothes and new clothes and shoes, and they stand over here. So when I get them, He can be clean. Mothers, you have to raise your vibration. You have to start washing and taking care of stuff better. That's why you in that situation. He not keeping that stuff just because he want to keep it. He's keeping it because they tired of you wasting their money. They tired of sending the little girl. She's sending them all these little cute little dresses and all this other stuff. You not washing it. You letting the kids run around all in the good stuff and mess the stuff up. And then you got the nerve to be, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not going to be mad at that, brother. You are not going to be mad. And rightfully so. Fellas, if y'all are keeping the good stuff at the house because this chick is raggedy and trifling and she ain't taking care of this, keep keeping this stuff at the house. Because let me tell you, if you bringing the kids, I'm coming to get your kids, and they looking like don't nobody love them and take care of them, they not going with me. You're no. Can I? No. No. I refuse to have you sitting up in here looking like Phil and Lil off the Rugrats. I refuse. No. You will not be looking like the red Teletubby. You will not. Not with me. You will not be looking like Curious George. No, you're not. If you don't have them clean, they're not. Listen, you do that dirty trifling mess. I'm not doing it. If the kids is not clean, listen, I'm telling you, if your kids' nose be running, you let their little nose be running, don't look. Look, I will flick your kid like a little raisin across the room. Don't come. Hey, Miss J. No. Whammy bammy. No. Stay back. Get your kids. Because I just think that kids that look like that, I think that they got cooties and stuff. And I'm like, I scare easily. So I just be like, no, come give you. Hey. Have y'all ever had a little kid in public that come and I'm like, oh, shoot, what? Wait a minute. Get it? Hey, ma'am, get it. Look, it's running towards me. And then it comes and grab your leg. No. Then I'm like, now I got to go. I'm like, oh my God, got little cootie juice all over my jacket and just, it's not, listen, you all, it's not a good day. It's not a good look. So you cannot look, you're not. If you want your kids to go outside with me, we have to compliment each other. What you mean, Jay? If I'm looking raggedy, then your kid can be looking raggedy. We go outside looking raggedy again. But if I'm dressed up and your kid, I'm gonna have to send your kid back. I'm gonna send your kid back in an Uber Eats vehicle. Your child is being delivered right back to you because I rebuke this foolishness right here. I'm gonna rebuke the foolishness that you just sent over here. I'm going to have to rebuke it. I'm not gonna be, no, we're not going to deal with this. So listen, govern yourselves accordingly, govern your kids accordingly. Fellas, if you are buying useless ish, stop taking useless ish over there to your baby mama for the kids. Stop sending useless ish. Ladies, if you raggedy and you not cleaning these clothes and you not taking care of this stuff that this man is buying, stop complaining when he don't give you money or if he don't send the good stuff over there to the house. Start taking care of the stuff that you got, and then maybe you'll see a change in him sending the stuff over there. But you can't get mad because you want them to look raggedy and they look like little stink bugs when they with you. But when they with him, he wants them to look a certain way. He has every right to keep that stuff at the house because he knows that you're not going to do nothing but tear it up. Now listen, speaking of tearing it up, look, guys, it is a week exactly before Christmas. Woo! See, I wore my festive Christmas hat. Woo! Just for you all. A week before Christmas. Christmas shopping. The kids have put these lists out. They want all of this dope stuff. They just want this. They want everything. You all do not stress yourself out over these gifts and what these kids want, okay? Do not stress yourself out. I say it again. Do not stress yourself out. Especially when you know that you taken care of these kids all through the year and you're doing the best that you can. Some kids have unrealistic taste, okay? And sometimes you as the parent, you have to redirect their taste. See, some of these kids have iPhone taste. Say amen. Ooh, amen. They have iPhone 17 taste. But they got prime code flip phone behavior. Amen again. Listen, if you know that joker been cutting up in school and then he wants to fix his mouth to want an iPhone, the only iPhone that you will see is the eye on my phone. That's the only eye you will see. Okay, let's go there. Some of you all, I need a sip for this one. Wait a minute, hold on. Some of you all, a couple of days ago, amen, had y'all crazy behind standing outside in that line for those Jordan gym shoes. Amen. Somebody help me now. Oh my Lord. You out there standing outside in below zero weather. Woo! For some Jordans. When just 2 to 3 weeks prior, we were out here trying to get some food because they had cut the food stamp program. Oh my God. And we found a way to be in a line and get some Jordans. Somebody please help me understand, amen, what is going on with this foolishness. Y'all gotta help me. We was just up here, listen, I'm going hard, like, listen, y'all need to be giving the food to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then y'all turn around and end up in that god dang on Jordan line. Come on, y'all. We gotta do better. Like, seriously, that freaking Jordan line was. We have to do better. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to spend their money, but you all, you have to learn. No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, it's just not. You all are stressing out over stuff that physical, all this materialistic stuff for the holidays. It has got to stop. Okay, it has got to stop. We have to look. You stressing out over all of this stuff for what reason? Why are we stressing out over phones and shoes and all of this unnecessary stuff? Listen, some of us have to have realistic conversations with these kids. You got to even have realistic conversations with your mate and your spouse. Ma'am, if you live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and y'all got 5 kids, he cannot afford you a Gucci bag. He can't afford you a Louis Vuitton bag. He can't. You don't even have any business asking for those type of things because you don't live a Louis Vuitton lifestyle. How do you have a Louis Vuitton purse and your shoes are from Discovery? It doesn't make sense. Your outfit is from Discovery. Now, I don't have a problem with Marshalls, Target, Discovery. I don't. Listen, my drawers, I got, look, my bra, let me see what. My bra probably from Marshalls. They ain't from Discovery. They don't have the big enough size to fit these things up in there. But There's no shade on those stores. I like those stores. Your outfit from Shein and Fashion Nova, but you want a Gucci purse. Huh? No. Get you a nice purse. Now once you done clicked and got your outfit off Shein, now go to the purse section and get you a nice purse that matched the outfit that you got off of Shein. But stop asking for all this unrealistic stuff. You are not a housewife. Not the ones that's on TV. Shoot, they can barely afford it. Let's stop having unrealistic expectations because it stresses us out. And you know what? It causes us to have holiday blues. We stressed out over gifts on these lists and things that people are expecting us to do. Listen, this season is hard enough for a lot of people as it is. A lot of people really get depressed around this time. Some people may experience brief moments of feeling a little bit more upbeat during the season, but then you got other people that experience moderate to severe feelings of depression that often last throughout the entire holiday season. According to a mental health research, more than half adults report increased stress, sadness, or loneliness during the holidays, even when they're surrounded by family and friends. And a lot of this can happen because of stress, not having enough money to buy the gifts that people are expecting. A lot of people may not have the type of relationship that they want to have. A lot of people have lost loved ones through the years. A lot of things, some people have taken just a lot of L's, and it's just like life and the day-to-day pressure, it just falls down on a lot of people at this time. A lot of people, and this is serious. We have to take this seriously because it's real. Depression is real. Listen, people are dismissing themselves from this world at an all-time high. Like young people are just throwing in the towel on life because the stress is so grave. And a lot of times it's a lot of material things, trying to keep up with this one or feeling that you don't have enough of this and enough. Look, a simple life and just kind of tuning out all of the noise around you can sometimes be the most peaceful place to be at. Cedric, you're saying, I acknowledge that Hallmark holiday and bought my babies with gifts, but haven't personally celebrated it since 2005 when my son passed away in my hands. Wow, sorry that you experienced something like that, Cedric. And I totally understand because it's just like when you look around, man, some families have gotten thinner and thinner with family members passing away. So I'm just like, I love this time of year simply because it's a time to reflect and to be thankful on how far we've come through the year, especially if you've taken a lot of L's, and just to still be here at this point, you have a whole year full of things to be thankful for. So it's just like, I like to just focus on family and togetherness. Focus on what is going right. Because if we focus on what's going wrong, baby, let me tell you, we can find everything that's going wrong. Like everybody under the sound of my voice, almost everybody has something in their life some type of situation. It's not always money. Money is not the only situation that has people stressing. There's so many other things that causes people to stress out. According to an online source, the holiday blues and feeling sad and depressed, there's are feelings of sadness, loneliness, stress, or emotional heaviness that lasts throughout, again, the holiday season. And people typically start feeling that like the end of October or the beginning of November as we get into this season. And they suffer from something that's called, this is referred to as the holiday blues. Now, the most common symptoms of the holiday blues is a persistent or reoccurring feeling of sadness. Again, typically starting in the holiday season. And these feelings may vary in intensity and duration. Some people feel down periodically, where other people just listen, they feel bad throughout the whole entire season. That's why, have you ever noticed some people like, I hate Christmas, I don't do Christmas, I don't like Christmas, I don't like New Year's. They have that bon hubbub because of holiday blues, depending on what they've been through. Some people, as we just saw, have experienced tremendous losses around this time, and it makes it difficult to want to celebrate this time of year. And again, we've gotten in a place where the celebration has become so commercialized. We're just like, oh my freaking God. It's not about the biggest this, the biggest that, the most expensive. It's not. It truly is not. Family, health, those things that money cannot buy, those are things that we should be focusing on for this time of year. Now, some signs that you might be dealing with holiday blues, because again, a lot of people are depressed around this time. Let's listen. Check on your loved ones. Check on your family and your friends. Check on those strong people. Check on them. Okay, check on them. Check on those people that you don't think, oh, well, they don't need anybody, they got it together. Check on those people. Check on those people. Some signs of the holiday blues may include, listen, they feeling tired all the time. They sleep much more than normal or much less. They can't sleep. They either sleeping too much or they're not sleeping enough. They lose interest in activities that they typically enjoy. They have trouble making the simplest decisions because their mind is on some other things. They have difficulty concentrating. They don't want to be around family and friends. All they want to do is be alone, keep to themselves. They are often irritable, or they often are angry, or they experience severe feelings of loneliness. And here's the thing, even when they are participating in things that they would typically enjoy, they find themselves struggling to have a good time because they're really not having a good time, because they're facing all of this heavy-ish, but they're trying to put on a face and put on a facade for those around them. But deep inside, they're not happy. They are sad and they're dealing with all of this ish. That's why I say definitely check on your people. According to an online source, roughly 40 to 60% of adults admit to feeling lonely or emotionally low during the holidays for various reasons, such as some people are not able to make it home to be with their family and friends. Some people, it's rough because of the loss of a family member. Some people, it's a loss of a job or financial stress, or relationship changes, or breaking up. Listen, all of these things that I just mentioned are enough to have anybody down in the dumps, just listen, woe is me. Look. It can have you down there. Listen, your job, you got let go, or you not making enough money, or in the new year, you won't be there, or anything. You just broke up with this person back in October. This is going to be your first Christmas alone. That's stressful for people. You wanted to be in a relationship. You wanted to, listen, I wanted to have my matching pajamas on and take my matching pajama pictures and stuff like that. Listen, social media will if you let it, looking at these pictures and looking at, oh my God, everybody seems so happy and is so in love. And then when they turn the camera off, they cussing and fussing each other out. I'm not saying that everybody is, but just be mindful of the things that you think are real that's being posted on social media. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm not hating. I love. I love to see couples Black families. I just love it to pieces. The family just taking these family pictures and they pajamaed up and the kids and I love it. I absolutely love it. But for some people, it's too much. It's too much. Somebody under the sound of my voice wishes that they had kids. Somebody under the sound of my voice wishes they had a wife. Somebody under the sound of my voice wishes they had a husband. Somebody under the sound of my voice may be wishing that they had a good wife. Some of them may be wishing that they had a good husband. They had some good kids. That, it's so much. If you look at what other people have and you're comparing, there's going to always be something that you feel like somebody has better than you if you're not looking at things through a grateful lens. If you're not looking at things through a grateful lens, then, it can be a little challenging. So I say some of those things to help you deal with the holiday blues and to help you to not get stuck in a rut. Listen, there are some things that you can do to help yourself. So a few things, according to an online source, here are a few things that can be done, and they really work. First thing, to avoid the holiday blues, first thing, keep active. Get out, even though it's cold where a lot of us are, you got to get out. Listen, get out, keep yourself busy, just keep active. Listen, if you don't have nothing to do, there are plenty of nursing homes and there are plenty of, feed the homeless. Now, I'm going to make a little disclaimer about feeding the homeless. Now, you have to you got to be you have to have a special heart, because some of them homeless people, they will try you till the good Lord above come send for you. They will push your button. Some of them homeless people they will try you. They will try everything that's good in your heart. You out there, you took money out your pockets to go out there and help. But some of them homeless people will try you. Listen, I promise you. Jay, now that's not right to say. I'm going to say it because I've experienced it. I've experienced being tried by some homeless people. I have. So I'm going to just say, and I didn't say all of them. I just said some. Some will try you. But I will say this, it is a very humbling and gratifying experience to be able to bless somebody. I'm going to say, that's all I'm going to say. Bless somebody. So you got to stay active. The next thing is find new ways to keep yourself occupied so you don't dwell on your loneliness. Again, I'm going to put that one in with being active. Find you something to do. If you got time to sit there and think about what you don't have, you're not busy enough. It's some other stuff that can be done. Create new traditions. Listen, you might have to get out this, thinking about, wearing matching pajamas until you get your boo and it's your time to wear matching pajamas. But until then, you may have to create you another tradition so that you can have that looking forward to. And before you know it, you're no longer focusing on wearing pajamas together, and then guess what? The next Christmas, you in matching pajamas. So find another create another tradition until it's your matching in pajamas time. The next thing, listen. Now this might be hard for those that are dealing with it heavily. You are single and you're desiring to be in a relationship, or you're desiring to be married, or you're like, man, I didn't want to be single again this year around this time. Whatever it is, you may want to log off social media until the holiday season is over with. I promise you may want to just log off until after the new year, because you know that your timeline is being bombarded with it, and some people can't separate it. Some people can't just look and be happy for other people without wallowing and focusing on what they don't have. And this might be hard, but again, that's another suggestion. You may want to just log off, listen, and just find something else to do. You may have to find something else to do. Also, spend time with family and friends. Listen, but make them fun people. You can't just spend time with any family. Listen, if they're not fun, and if they just as down in the dumps as you are, you're not gonna know. Do not allow them to suck and drain your energy. You have to leave them. Move this way. You got to direct them. Move this way. I will not have you. We're not going to do this foolishness. We're not going to do this foolishness at all. But find the fun family members and the fun friends and find some stuff to get into with them. Listen, leave the negative people alone. You got to leave Raggedy Reggie alone. If you already on the edge, listen, don't get involved with Raggedy Reggie or Negative Nancy, because honey, they will push you over the edge. You already, listen, don't push me cuz I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Y'all finish it for me. Some of y'all already there. You don't need these negative people to push you over. You do not. So again, you got to watch your circle at this particular time, because again, some people, listen, it's just not, it's not going to work. Stay away from those negative people. Do something that you've always wanted to do. Go somewhere where you have always wanted to go. Do something new. Listen, I will say this again, because it's the holiday season, you're going to find a lot of romantic things, but it's so much other stuff out here again that you can get into that has nothing to do with holiday themes. So you just got to be creative. Listen, go on Groupon and all this other ish. It's so many different things to do that can help you escape the holiday festivities if that's what you're looking to do. Try meeting new people. Go out, do something. Go out and do something different. Go somewhere that you haven't done before. Go somewhere where you haven't been before. A lot of people don't meet people because you don't go nowhere. You don't go nowhere. Going to the club is not considered going anywhere. Going to the bar is not considered going anywhere. Going to the lounge is not going anywhere. That's why you ain't meeting nobody, because you don't be going outside. You got to get dressed and go outside. Go outside, just have a purpose on going to meet people. Not even meet a relationship, person, but go somewhere to network. You never know who you're going to run into. You never know what kind of project that you can pick up, what kind of ideal. Get out and do something. Meet new, fun people. Always put yourself in position to meet new people, fun people. Again, go somewhere and do something that you have not done before. Now, that was the online source. But here are a few of my tips, a few of Jay's tips to avoid the holiday blues. The first and foremost, if you are a person that desires to be in a relationship and you looking for love, you ready for love, you ready to do it to him, you want him to do it to you, you want her to do it to you, you ready for all of that. But it ain't quite there yet. It ain't your season yet, okay? You're in the season of oneness, okay? It ain't your time. Stop, please. Stop listening to all of these sappy Christmas songs. Stop it. What do the lonely do for Christmas? All I want for Christmas is you. Be my baby tonight. No, stop listening. Listen. Stop listening. If you listen, these lonely, listen, it's taking you further down. What do the lonely do? No. That ain't gonna do nothing but foster to that lonely spirit. Leave that ish alone. Stop watching stop watching Christmas movies. Most of these Christmas movies are just about love and being proposed to, and families, stop watching that if you are dealing with bouts of loneliness and things of that. Stop listening. Just go ahead on and just put you some thug music in. Cause baby, I'm telling you, you put you some, pop you some Tupac and some Biggie, you gonna be all right. Just bypass all the Christmas movies and music this year. Okay? Don't do all that. Avoid spending money that you don't have. It's okay to say no. They done wrote them Christmas lists, cross it out and say no. Just cross it on out. Avoid spending so much time alone. Again, you got to get out your comfort zone. Do something different. Stop thinking about what you don't have and start thinking about what you do have. But again, a lot of this, you're going to have to just detach from all holiday festivities. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. You may have to you just gonna have to act like it ain't even Christmas time. You put you some 4th of July festivities, shoot you some fireworks or something. But listen, you may have to detach totally from Christmas. If you are dealing with holiday depression, emotional distress, or thoughts of suicide, or if you simply need somebody to talk to, call or text 988-SUICIDE or the Crisis Lifeline, and they're available 24 hours a day. And just know that you are not alone. You are not alone in the way that you are feeling. It's not your fault that you're feeling that way, and it will get better. It definitely will get better. So ask yourself this. Listen, as we get ready to wrap up for the year, what do you hope to accomplish spiritually, mentally, financially, and emotionally in 2026? You all, I just want to say thank you so much for rocking with me through this entire year. I appreciate it. The highs, the lows. We have had some laughs. I got cussed out a time or two, but we still family, and I still rock with y'all. And I thank you all for rocking with me. I hope that you all have an amazing Christmas. I hope that you have a Merry Christmas. I hope that you all have a Happy New Year. This is the last show for the season. So listen, I want you all to take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you for your support. Much love, much respect to you all. Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year until 2026. If the good Lord above say the same.
The Jaye Spot.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, guys. Thank you. Bye. Take care of yourselves, guys. Good night, guys. Bye, guys. Thank you.